News and programming is sponsored by Desert View Hospital, providing emergency medical care around the clock at 360 South Lola Lane. Learn more at desertviewhospital.com. Physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, are marijuana growers increasing their prices?
And a brothel owner reveals plans to open a museum.
News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Eunette Gentry. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
A local medical marijuana patient says he is struggling to get his medicine. It's August 1st. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Eunette Gentry. George Gary says medical marijuana is getting out of control. He contacted News 46 to find out why prices have increased significantly. George says he's now having a very difficult time paying for his necessary medicine.
You know, it's kind of hard out there with money nowadays. It's getting so expensive you can't afford it. My problems that I'm having is the monopoly of the Grove up here right now, but I hear that's going to end, but that's a good thing. The two good things we go to the front of the line, but the prices are ridiculous. They've doubled on me, and it should be treated as medicine. When you're a medical person, it should be medicine, and you should be able to get it. You shouldn't have a problem getting what you need. I mean, maybe they need to put two different price groups, recreation this and medical that, but
they say that they're giving a 10% discount to medical marijuana patients, but the price has increased, hasn't it? Tell me about what you were paying and what you're paying now.
Well, I used to be able to go in on Fridays when they'd always have deals. They used to have a deal every day, which they have no more. There's no deals at all for anybody. And I used to go in on Fridays where it was their cannabis brand was $25 an eighth if you bought two of them, so it was $50. You could get a quarter ounce for $100. Now you get a quarter ounce for $200. It's doubled. It's ridiculous.
So they grow their own and have some of their own, but they also buy from other growers.
Yes, that's true. They made the deals with their cannabis brand. They can't really make deals when they're selling somebody else's product. I understand that. So I've stayed with their product. It was been a pretty good product, and it's helped me a lot. But right now, no money. When you're on a fixed income, come the end of the month, you suffer. I haven't been able to take my medication. This is going on my 4th day now. I can't sleep. I'm in extreme pain. I'm going crazy. I'm allergic to opiates. So what do?
Yeah, and that's something that you use for chronic pain, right? And like you said, you have allergies against opiates.
Yes, I do. I can't take opiates. They make me sick. They make me dizzy. They make me belligerent. I become mean. And I've been told that's all an allergy related. So I stay away from them. And, you know, even with my condition a long time ago, I could take opiates, but it didn't really even help with what I've got going. I've got a lot of different problems.
So with the medical marijuana, the price increase that has been happening is causing you a big burden, isn't it?
You got it. My anxiety is going through the roof. Mentally, I'm bouncing off the walls. I can't sleep. I try to find things to help me deal with my anxiety. You can see right here, I bought an adult coloring book, so I sit back and I try and do that to try and keep my mind occupied and, you know, try not to think about the pain that I have.
Zach Wright from the Grove Marijuana Dispensary says supply and demand may be the reason prices have increased from growers here in the Silver State.
The state of Nevada has implemented a 15% excise tax on the wholesale of marijuana. So when we purchase from a vendor, it's taxed at a 15% rate. That tax does go to the state of Nevada. And then there's an additional tax for recreational patients of 10% at the register of the dispensary. When that adds up, obviously that 15% excise tax, we have to pass that on to the consumer. Mm-hmm. So for a recreational patient, the tax rate is about 25%. For a medical patient, the tax rate is 15%. And here at the Grove, we've added all of our taxation into our pricing. So it's an out-the-door flat rate tax for all of our consumers, whether it's a recreational or a medical customer. So when they come into the dispensary, they're seeing the price they're going to pay out the door for their products. Unlike some dispensaries in Clark County, we don't like to play smoke and mirrors tricks here with our customers. We want them to know what they're going to pay out the door before they get to the register.
Some of the growers and some of the distributors that you guys are buying from have increased their price?
Yep, they've increased their prices for us as far as a wholesale vendor. We have great relationships with all of them. We've always kept in contact with all of our vendors in the market. We also have another dispensary in Clark County as well. So we're very well known in the cannabis industry, and we keep close with all of our vendors. But they've had to, just because of the amount of employees they've had to hire, obviously, just to keep up with the demand of things. I know Green Life Productions here in town, they've hired a numerous amount of trimmers, cultivators, packaging team, so they've had to raise their cost a little bit as well. So it depends on. We also have our own grow too, though. We're a vertically integrated company, so we've got our own edible production company, we have our own line of vaporizer cartridges, and we have our own line of flour. So with that being said, we can actually provide our own dry cannabis and our own actual line of edibles and concentrates at a lower price to our medical and recreational patients. So we do carry a lot of our own products, but we do still carry those vendors, whether the price is right or not. We want to make sure we have a large variety here.
How's it going now?
Extremely well. I'm still seeing, I know right now the summer months, probably has a decline in population during the summer months just because there's a lot of snowbirds here. We are seeing a larger fluctuation in the beginning of the month rather than the end of the month, but we won't really know what our for sure target and what our estimated net revenue is until maybe 2 to 3 months from now. It's still very up in the air. They finally got regulations in place for distribution, so we can order new products and get more products in. But our vendors, all of our vendors, most all vendors in Nevada are back ordered about 2 to 3 weeks.
Brothel owner Dennis Hoff was in front of the Board of County Commissioners today to discuss his licensing for his brothels and a brothel museum that he wants to open.
Can you please clarify for me where that is? Because I've been to Crystal many times, and I was there just 2 days ago. Okay,
on the corner, there is a bar and an old brothel.
Right.
There will be a restaurant, bar, and a museum.
That's as I understood it, that one. So where is the other one?
Next to it, on a separate parcel, is where the license for Dennis Hoff's Cat House is.
Okay.
It's not being used.
Okay.
Been renewed 7 years. You made 75, 100 grand off of it, and it just sits there.
Okay.
And we're working on it slowly as we get money.
Okay.
And once you clarify the ownership of these properties, where I can take in partners like the other brothels have that are done illegally, then I'll do the same thing.
Please. Here we go. Okay, we've had this conversation.
Okay, but you're not doing anything about it.
You again.
Great, good, prove me.
Stick to the agenda item, please.
And that's been turned to the DA, as you know. So talk about confusing people. Motion to approve that cat house too.
Second.
Okay, and that one is, Mr. Hoff, if I want to be clear on this, that one is something that you're just working on and it's not done yet. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Yeah, well, I have an issue with approving something that's not done, and to continue to approving licenses, and I don't know why you want to spend the money for it. Personally, you said you're getting charged too much. But
I'm doing it a little at a time as I can afford to. I'm building the place and getting it done and furnished. It costs a lot of money. So as I move along and get the money, I'll open it up.
okay, all right, I'm not going to argue with you.
Just for clarification, is
Go ahead.
that Dennis Huff's Cat House that we're approving
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
The name
I
of
believe
Dennis
that's
Huff's
what
Cat
we're
House?
talking about now.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Aye. That passes 4-1. And again, my reason for voting against that is I don't like, it would be the same as going ahead and allowing somebody to have a marijuana license for a building over here, but there's nothing in it. So I'm sorry, Mr. Hoff, it's nothing personal. I just don't believe it's proper.
After this break, this week's court report.